Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the RedWolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the South Alabama Jaguars, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Arkansas State RedWolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The RedWolves will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Jaguars offense will start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Balls and fired complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's strong. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Jaguars have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got Simpsons down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
South Alabama, 3. Arkansas State, 0.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The RedWolves offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Offense getting set for first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now on second down after the good first down run. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Heaves it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Her route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put in big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Trying play action. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Alabama, 10, Arkansas State.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. Hauls it in. And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quickly out to the tight end. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Getting some heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars! And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
South Alabama, 17. Arkansas State, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following, get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. Hits the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to...
Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He makes a catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on first down. He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On second down, wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping it short on 4th down? Guys, we'll see if this RedWolves offense can get moving. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Man, last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They go to the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throwing right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Red Wolves trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. FIU handled its business today, and given what this week was like in Miami, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Alabama.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's Toppin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Jaguars in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and a hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's strong. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Heaves it deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using the quick game. He's off to the races. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a crease to the left. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arkansas State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Or you should have ran a better route.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. It's a draw. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The give out of the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the game.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
38, Arkansas State, 21.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing.
Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, falls right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give and tick, 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 tick. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Might as well stick with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Jaguars getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's right on target. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go